I'm going to show you how to build fashion dropshipping brands that do multiple six figures per month, how you can make insane AI ads or creatives that look like this in just a few minutes. I'm going to take this brand that we've built live on my channel as an example where we've done over $300,000 in a single month and show you the whole process that you can replicate even if you're a complete beginner. In this video, I'm not going to sell you anything. My goal is to create a community that's crushing it with e-commerce because I personally know how valuable that can be. So I'm going to jump into my computer right now, go over everything, show you how you can make the same type of creatives and crush it with your fashion dropshipping store. If you like this video and want to see the latest updates about the type of numbers we hit with that brand, make sure to subscribe to the channel and let's get right into it. So first of all, let's start with the results. As you can see here, for the month of September, we did £222,000 in sales. I'm going to give you a refresh so you can make sure that this is real. And £222,000 is equal to $300,000. This number obviously changes with time based on the pounds conversion to USD. And we've done some crazy days. If you look at the 20th of September, we did around $16,000 in sales, so around £11,000. 19, we did around £9,000. And 21st, we did around £9,000. And if we look just at the last 10 days of the month, you can see we did over $130,000 just in 10 days. Okay, so I'm going to show you the exact store, the exact strategy that we use to create insane creatives for this type of stores. And I'll go briefly about how you can find these products. The most important part is going to be the creatives. That's really what I wanted to talk about in this video because I saw so many people requesting that. So let's move into the store. This is what it looks like, olympuslondon.com. You can go check it for yourself. This is the store that we've built live on my channel and we're able to scale to around 900,000 in sales. It was supposed to be a 0 to 100k challenge, but we just kept the momentum and we're taking it to 1 million in sales now, showing the whole process. You can see it in my 0 to 100k dropshipping challenge. Now, how can you make this same store and follow the same strategy before we move into creatives and how to make insane AI creatives that really look like the best brands in just a few minutes without having any assets, without having to hire models, do photo shoots or anything like that. Literally in just a few minutes, you can have the same result as a big brand that's doing photo shoots with models. So first of all, you need to have the right mindset, okay? If you're going to do this, if you're going to do dropshipping, you need to be immersed in it 100%. Don't be in a mindset where you think you can't do this, that it's too hard, that you're not tech savvy. It really does not matter. Everything that I'll explain in this video, even if you're a complete beginner, you can do it, okay? So like I said all the time, with dropshipping, you don't test it. You don't try dropshipping. You either make it work or make it work. You're going to get the full process. Make sure that you understand exactly how the strategy works before you move into the next step. That's why patience is extremely important. Understanding how a process works, having at least the patience to go over every single material that I will share in this video and every detail to be able to replicate it. So if you're a complete beginner, first thing you need is a Shopify account. You're going to find a link in the description to get Shopify for free for 3 days and only pay $1 per month for the first 3 months. You're going to find it in the description. Enter your email, your password. You're going to be sent into Shopify. Once you have your account, you need to create your store. If you want to create a store that looks exactly like this one, you basically just have to change the images, your brand name, some of the text, and you have the exact same store. This is a theme template that was created for me by an agency. If you want to get the same, you can shoot me a DM on Instagram at RealSimoB and I'll get it for you. But please keep in mind, this theme is not free. You're going to have to pay for it. Okay, but it includes everything that you see here. If you want to use a theme from the Shopify App Store, you can, but it's a lot more expensive than this theme and takes a little bit more time to test and design to make sure that it looks good and it's ready to convert. Okay, so now that you have the store, you basically need products. The products that I'm going to show you, the creatives that I have here ready to show you, we made 4 products that we found on Winning Hunter. Okay, so let me just show you some example of these ads that we've made. So one of the products that we found was this, for example, and this is the picture from the competitor. And what we were able to make is something like this. Okay, so this we've made for multiple products. As you can see, we're able to change just the product on the image and do it in a very simple and straightforward process, pretty fast. In just a few seconds, you can have this picture and use it as an ad, and it usually performs better because you have your own original content. And as you can see, this looks pretty cool, right? So once again, we change this into this, and then I'll go into how you can take these shots and these images and turn them into a high quality video that actually converts. Okay, so for Winning Hunter, you just come to ads, meta ads library. You can enter any keyword you want related to fashion dropshipping. Days running, I put minimum 3. And for media type, I put images. I'm just going to do this in a few seconds just so you can get an idea on how to find these products. If you want to see more extensive product research, you'll find it in the 0 to 100k dropshipping challenge once again. So for website, I just click on Shopify, click on apply, and then I'm going to get a bunch of dropshipping products, right? So as you can see here, and once I have all these products, I can just go into each brand, click on view page ads, and find more products. So for example, in this case, as you can see, we have all these products here. So this is kind of the same style. It's like these super professional shoes, right? Office shoes. But if we go to Winning Hunter here and go back to check auto ads, we can just scroll down, try to move away from these brands, the one that's showing right now. Here you can see we have auto brands, right? So for example, here, this is a brand that's probably running multiple products, and you see that once you're here, you can just on this brand and in just a few seconds find so many different products. So we have our first one here. We have an iPhone case that could be tested as well. We have these shoes, they look pretty cool, and these shoes would be a great example for what we're going to do next when you can replicate the process with that as well. We have a different creative here for it. We have this gloves for women, all type of products, right? And we can do this, replicate this for multiple brands and find multiple type of products and have a lot of diversity. Okay, like I said, product research, I don't want to really do it extensively in this video, but it's just to get you up to date if you're a complete beginner. Okay, but you'll find everything in my 0 to 100k dropshipping challenge, and in my previous video I've done extensive product research. So now let's move into what we want to see today and how to make these creatives, right? And make sure that they look good and that they actually convert. That's what's important. So I'll start by showing you some examples. So I've shown you the first shot that we had was something like this. By the way, all these creatives that I'm showing you, you should absolutely not copy them because this is just an example. Some of the content might be copyrighted and you're not allowed to run ads with it, okay? So this is just a showcase to show you the power of what you can do, and you should replicate it with your own content following the exact same strategy. So this is the original picture, and what we've done, and I'll show you exactly how we've done that, is we had this picture for the product, right? So we took that and we were able to add it into this picture. So if we look at these pictures side by side, you can see it's the exact same picture and we just changed the shoes, okay? And this was a picture that already performed well. So the key here is to find creatives that performed well and to place your product inside that creative, okay? And what we've done is we've done it with all of our products, right? So all the shoes that we had, we did the same creative. We did this with the first creative. We did this with the second one. So I'm going to show you the example. Here's the raw picture, looks amazing. So what we've done is we took our shoes, right? So this example, and we were able to turn it into this, okay? So if we look to them side by side, we have the exact same setup, but with our product in it. And the most important is we were able to make videos with that content. So the final video that we were able to make, I'm going to show you a little bit what it looks like. You can see, obviously there's music behind it, but I can't show it for copyright purposes. And this video, once again, like I told you, is just an example, could be copyrighted. You should not use it, right? But this has all been made in less than 5 minutes live on the app that I'm going to show you now, okay? I'll show you exactly how you can do it. So the app that I use for this is an app called Higgsfield. It's extremely powerful. The type of stuff you can do with Higgsfield. I'll go over some of the things later, but what's important is what we can do for dropshipping. This has no limits. If you want to even change your face, look like a gorilla, or look like a superstar, you can do all these things. You can do like all type of video editing, but what's important is how is that going to serve us in fashion dropshipping. Okay, so the strategy that I use is this in-paint strategy. As you can see here, you can place anything in an image or change it, right? And that's what we're going to use here. So let's check the example of this shot, right? So what I'll do is I'll take this image, put it here, okay, just drag and drop. Once it loads, you just have to choose the right area. So what I'll do is I'll choose this area. Okay, so these shoes is what I'm trying to change. And this is fairly simple. It's extremely powerful, to be honest. Now, what's important is to do this and have a good flow of creating these creatives. Okay, put a good session, create multiple of these creatives, and then test them following the strategy that I'll tell you after I show you how to make them. Okay, so then what you have to do, you have to add your product here. So my product in this case is this one. So I'll just drag and drop it here and replace the shoes in the image with the shoes I uploaded. And then you just click on generate and it's going to give you the exact result that you can see here. And you can do that with all of your products. We went so far as for one of our products that was performing really good, one of our best sellers. We've made so many pictures, right? So you can see we made with this example, another example, here's another one. And we've done it also with a different setup, right? So different creative that we've seen was doing good for a different brand, a pretty famous brand actually. We replicated the process and just replaced with our own product. Now, how do you turn these images into the video that I've shown you, okay? And have a solid design that you can run, a solid creative that looks as professional as these other big brands and that would actually convert for you. So what I'll do is I'll come to video and then I'll go to this general option and then I'll just upload an image or a video. Okay, so what I'll do here and what we've done that you can see here in this video part is we've had all these images basically created for our product. Okay, so what we've done is we've taken all these images and we replaced them with the image of our product. I think I have an example here that I can show you. Is once we've had all these images made, we went into this general and we created short clips of them. So as you can see here, we've just created these short clips that we're going to use in our video, okay, in our montage to make it look professional. And what's most important is that your content should not look like AI. Keep in mind these videos that I'm showing you here, those were images, right? So these were images that where we added our product and then we've created videos out of them, okay? We just added motion to it. So as you can see here, this is the same story, okay? Pretty dope, pretty cool video. Once again here, that's what we've done. And those could be run as creatives themselves, okay? I just wanted to make a fast-paced video like I've shown you, but this all could be used. And as you can see, it looks nothing like AI. Some people won't be able to tell and they think this is real. So what I'll do is I'll put the picture here just to give you an example and I'll just show you the prompts that I've used for these videos. Okay, so you can see one by one. For example, for this one, I said the man in the picture is arranging his pants above the sneakers. He's just doing very subtle movements, making sure the pants sit well on the shoes, just touching the pants from the side and arranging it. And then you get a result like this. Now, does this video look perfect? No, it could be run as a creative. It's not perfect, but it could be added to the montage, right? You can take just a part of this video and add it to the montage. If we look at another one, character finishes arranging his pants and then walks. This first image is what I've uploaded. The result looked like this, okay? Which is pretty cool. Next one, character walks towards the camera and looks left. Uploaded that image and you get the result that I've just shown you. Next, we have character walks towards the camera confidently while looking on his phone. Then you get this result. So it's all about choosing the pace of the video, what's going to happen in it. So you can create some type of motion and then later you can take all these videos, put them in CapCut, add some effects, add some music. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you the music, but it looks really cool with it. And then you have a final result that you can run ads on. Once again, like I said, these are just examples. I'm not going to run this video in particular, but it's just to show you the type of results that you can get. So once you have all these videos, you need to run ads for it. By the way, if you want to join Higgsfield and start using this AI tool, there's a lot more tools in there. I'm not going to go over everything because it's basically going to take hours. It's just unlimited, super powerful. If you want to join, you're going to find a link in my description and you can go there and start making this type of creatives. And this is honestly at this point the easiest way to make creatives, and it's the most powerful thing that AI can do for fashion dropshipping stores or for dropshipping stores in general. There's a lot more options. Like I said, if you want to see more, drop a comment and I'll try to make a full video going over every single thing, because there's things for skincare, there's things for one product stores, gadgets, all type of stuff, okay? This is just what applies to the fashion dropshipping strategy that I personally run on my stores and that I do with my students as well, okay? So this is something that we'll start implementing in my coaching in 2026 and creating an insane amount of creatives to move things to the next level. So now that you have these creatives, how do you test them on your ads? So for ads, we usually run ads at $30 per day budget using Advantage Campaign Budget Plus. So that's the budget on the campaign level, and we'll have our ad sets inside that campaign. What we'll do with these creatives is we'll just drop all of them inside our ad sets. Now, how do we usually test products before we talk about creatives? Like I said, we do a $30 per day budget and we do checks at $10, $20, and $30. At $10 spending, if we have over $1 CPC and no add to cart, we stop the ad. At $20, if we have no add to cart, we stop the ad. And at $30, if we have no sales, we stop the ad. Now, when we're testing these creatives, what we want to see is we want to see spending on the creatives that we think have the most potential, right? So what we'll have to do is put them inside ad sets and put a minimum spend on those ad sets to see if these creatives that we've added, especially if we do volume, are actually getting us results. Once they give us results, we can scale them, right? So that's how I would test creatives. I would basically just add all the creatives for one product in the ad set of that product, put a minimum spend on that ad set and go over the results to see which one is performing better. And then I'll remove the minimum ad spend and let Facebook decide which creatives they want to run, and I'll kill the ones that didn't get any spend. So that's really the strategy behind it, how I'm able to create these creatives, how I actually test them on the ads. Now you're probably wondering yourself, if you're a beginner, how do you fulfill these orders? Let's say you run these ads, you found the products, you have the store, you want to ship them to customers. So if you want to ship them to customers, I usually use private agents. The one that I personally use is called FF Order. You're going to find the link in the description to register with them completely free, and they'll be able to fulfill all your orders for you. The way it works is usually if you get a sale on the store, they can just connect to your store, see which product actually sold, any product that you found on Winning Hunter, created the creative for, and you run ads for it, and they'll be able to ship it directly to the customer. You don't have to go into any app, any dashboard, try to choose which product. Maybe you're going to confuse it. You have a real human that's able to get in contact with factories in China, get you images of the product, get them in their warehouse, do all type of branding that you want, and then ship it directly to the customer. And this is what's important about dropshipping that I see a lot of people don't understand, is that you need to have the right assets. Okay, so when I mean assets is you need to have a store that looks professional. You need to have an ad that looks professional. You need to have branding that looks professional. And you need to have a back end that looks professional. If you do that, dropshipping becomes only a method of fulfillment. It's not a business by itself. Dropshipping is a method of fulfillment for e-commerce. So e-commerce has to be run like the big brands. And if you want to run it like the big brands, you need tools. And these tools is what allows you to look like the big brands without having to go over all the management of stock, supply chain logistics, and all these things. So store, super important. You get the team, you know exactly how to make the exact same store. I'm going to leave a video here so you can see by yourself how to create these stores in less than 25 minutes. Your creatives are looking amazing. Now using AI, you can have photo shoot level videos, okay, and images like the big brands, and by spending less time, anyone can do it. Then you have parcel panel that actually allows you to not show that you're shipping from China, have great tracking, have great customer support. You have the agent in China that allows you to get branding and have your products look amazing, and making sure that the quality looks good, and help you with after sales service in case there's any issue with your order. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at RealSimoB. I try to share as much nuggets there as possible. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.